Good day everyone, my name is Ayodele Olamide. I'm here to present my Unit 9 assessment on perspectives in psychology. Moving on to the next slide, we have overview, which consists of behaviorism, focuses on observable behaviors and learning through conditioning, Skinner, 1953. Contemporary applications, applications in therapy and education. Similarities and difference, shared goals with contrasting method. Cognitive psychology explores internal mental process like memory, perception, and problem solving. Neisser, 1967. Key theories, contribution from Pavlov, Skinner, Piaget, Neisser. Behaviorism description focuses on observable behavior. Behaviorism emphasizes studying behavior that can be seen and measured objectively, avoiding internal mental states. Intercitation, Watson, 1913. Conditioning, classical conditioning, learning through association as demonstrated by Pavlov's experiment with dogs and salivation, Pavlov, 1927. Operant conditioning, learning through consequences, including reinforcement and punishment, as developed by Skinner, 1953. Learning through reinforcement and punishment. Positive reinforcement increases desired behaviors by adding rewards. Negative reinforcement removes unpleasant stimuli to encourage behaviors. Punishment decreases undesired behaviors by introducing negative consequence. Cognitive psychology description focuses on internal mental process. Cognitive psychology examines how individuals perceive, think, remember, and solve problems, emphasizing the role of mental operation. Intercitation, Neisser, 1967. Key ideas. Memory studies how information is encoded, stored, and retrieved. Badly, 2010. Perception explores how people interpret sensory information. Problem solving investigates strategies used to overcome challenges. Decision making analyze how individuals make choices based on available information. Emphasis on information processing. Cognitive psychology likens the mind to a computer where information is processed through stages: input, storage, and output. Axon and Schifrin, 1968. Behaviorism key assumption: all behaviors are acquired through interaction with the environment, primarily via conditioning. Skinner, 1953. Behaviorism prioritizes environmental factors over biological or innate influence, arguing that learning shapes behavior. Watson, 1913. Behavior is observable, measurable, and subject to change through reinforcement, punishment, or extinction of response. Pavlov, 1927. Skinner, 1953. Strength and weakness. Strength: effective in explaining and modifying observable behaviors, especially in controlled environments. Skinner, 1953. Widely used in practical applications such as behavioral therapy and classroom management. Weakness: neglects internal mental process, limiting its ability to explain complex behaviors like decision making. Heavy reliance on animal studies raises concern about generalizing findings to human. Cognitive psychology key assumptions. Number 1. Mental process influence behavior. Cognitive psychology asserts that behavior is guided by internal mental process such as perception, memory, and thought. Intercitation, Neisser, 1967. Humans are information processors. People actively interpret, organize, and store information, shaping their response to the world. Bradley, 2010. Mind operates similarly to a computer. The mind operates similarly to a computer. The mind processes information in stages, including input, sensory data, processing, thinking, and output, action, similar to a computational system. Axon and Schifrin, 1968. Strength and weakness. Strength provides a detailed understanding of internal mental process such as memory, perception, and problem solving. NISA, 1967. Applicable to various real-world issues, including education and artificial intelligence. Weakness relies heavily on experimental method, which may lack ecological validity. Often overlooks the influence of emotional and environmental factors on mental processes. Key theorists. Behaviorism. Ivan Pavlov. Classical conditioning. Pavlov demonstrated that behaviors could be learned through association. In his experiment, dogs learned to associate a neutral stimuli, bells, with an unconditioned stimulus, food, leading to a conditioned response, salivation. Intercitation, Pavlov, 1927. B.F. Skinner, operant conditioning. Skinner introduced the concept of learning through consequences. Using the Skinner box, he showed how positive reinforcement, e.g., food rewards, and negative reinforcement, removal of unpleasant stimuli, shaped behavior. Skinner, 1953. He also highlighted the role of punishment in the decreasing undesired action. Key theorists. Cognitive psychology. James Piaget, stages of cognitive development. Piaget proposed that children progress through 4 stages of cognitive development. Sensor monitor, pre-operational concrete operational, and formal operational. He emphasized how children's thinking evolves in complexity as they interact with their environment. Piaget, 1952. Ulrich Neisser coined the term cognitive psychology. Neisser is often called the father of cognitive psychology for formally defining the field. His work focused on the mental process involved in perception, memory, and information processing, and he emphasized the active nature of cognition. Neisser, 1967. Similarities between behaviorism and cognitive psychology. Both perspectives aim to understand how individuals learn and behave. Though they differ in mechanism, they believe drive this process. Skinner, 1953, Neisser, 1967. Both behaviorism and cognitive psychology rely on controlled empirical experiments to gather data, ensuring objective, measurable results. Behaviorists use stimulus response experiments. Differences between behaviorism and cognitive psychology. Behaviorism ignores mental process. Cognitive psychology prioritizes. Number 1. Behaviorism focuses solely on observable behavior, rejecting the study of internal mental process. Intercitation, Watson, 1913. Contrast, cognitive psychology places a strong emphasis on understanding the mental functions such as thinking, memory, and problem solving that influence behavior. Neisser, 1967. Behaviorism is stimulus response-based. Cognitive psychology involves complex processes. Behaviorism is based on simple stimulus response pattern where behavior is shaped directly by external stimuli. Skinner, 1953. Cognitive psychology, however, views behavior as the result of complex mental process that involve interpreting, processing, and storing information. Intercitation, Haxin, and Schifrin, 1963. Application to contemporary issues, behaviorism. Used in behavior modification therapy, CBT techniques. Behaviorism plays a central role in cognitive behavioral therapy, where conditioning techniques are used to modify maladaptive behavior. Techniques such as reinforcement and punishment are applied to help individuals overcome anxiety, phobias, and other behavioral issues. Beck, 1976. Applied to education and training programs. Behaviorist principles are widely used in educational settings to reinforce positive behavior and academic achievement through rewards and structured learning environments. Skinner, 1953. In training program, behaviorist techniques like role-playing and reinforcement are used to develop new skills and improve performance. Applications to contemporary issues, cognitive psychology. Role in mental health intervention, understanding cognitive distortions. Cognitive psychology plays a key role in understanding and addressing cognitive distortions, which are irrational thought patterns that can contribute to mental health disorders such as depression and anxiety. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, uses cognitive principles to help individuals identify and challenge these distortions, improving emotional regulation and coping mechanism. Beck, 1979. Use in AI and human-computer interaction. Cognitive psychology informs the design of artificial intelligence systems, focusing on how humans process information and interact with technology. It aids in creating more intuitive user interface and providing machine learning algorithms by mimicking human thought process in decision making and problem solving. Badley, 2010. Conclusion. Summary of both perspectives. Behaviorism focuses on observable behavior and the role of conditioning through reinforcement and punishment. Skinner, 1953, Pavlov, 1927. Cognitive psychology emphasizes internal mental processes such as memory, perception, and problem solving, viewing the mind as an information processor. Neisser, 1967, Badley, 2010. Importance of understanding multiple psychology approaches in nursing practice. A comprehensive understanding of both perspectives helps nurses tailor intervention for diverse patients' needs. Behaviorist techniques can aid in managing behaviors and reinforcing positive changes, while cognitive psychology informs that strategies for addressing mental health issues, enhancing patient care, and improving communication. I have my reference here. Thank you.